Uh-uh. No, that was yesterday. Let me look on the computer and see what's going on here. There's so many things going on today. I just don't understand. It's like it's Friday the 13th already. So, I'm going to look on the computer and see where this goes. I want to do a couple of things before I get on this live stream today. There's a couple of things I want to have done before I get on the live stream. You know, it's just important that I cover these things. You know, I'm professional. You know, I'm a professional shark, and these are the things that I just know I need to be doing, because as a professional shark, it's what professional sharks do, right? Yeah. You know what, can you bring a little bit of that coffee in here for me? Yeah. Hercules, are you taking your blood pressure pills? I don't know, just bring them and set them on the desk. Look, I'm trying to find my zen. I'm trying to have a peace of mind here. A peace of mind where, when I get on this live stream today, they're gonna be like, Hercules, you're a brand new shark. A brand new shark from yesterday. What should I say? A brand new shark from last Friday. I don't know what it is. You know, sometimes when I unplug from social media, like the human people say, Hercules, you gotta unplug from social media. Hercules, you gotta take some time out for yourself. Hercules, don't think so hard. Hercules, don't do this. Hercules, don't do that. Sometimes it sounds like the world is telling me what I should and shouldn't be doing all the time. Why would I want the world to be telling me what I should and shouldn't be doing all the time? I'm Hercules the shark. I'm highly educated. Does that mean I should not be taking advice from others? No. I'll take advice from others when I'm good and ready. Speaking of good and ready, I need to call to see if my therapist is back. Talking about, Hercules, you need to pay attention to what you're doing. Hercules, mind your business. Who are them to tell me mind my business? You know who business they should be minding? They should be minding their very own business. I mean, I have to entertain humans every Friday. Don't you think that's a lot I have on my plate? I'm underwater. I'm trying to be responsible. No, I'm not trying to be responsible. I am responsible. I am a responsible shark with thousands of teeth. I've got all these teeth. I need to get them sharpened. So you know how people are going to receive me when I go to the dentist and get my teeth resharpened? They're going to be more scared of me. So I need to set the precedence to show that, hey, I'm Hercules the shark. Even though I got my teeth sharpened, I'm not going to bite you. Grandma, you know, after I get my teeth resharpened, my teeth are gonna look awesome, super polished, and extra pointy. I'm nervous that the humans are gonna be afraid of me. I mean, after all, they're just now starting to warm up to me, Gram. Hercules, you gotta get your teeth sharpened. I know, but, I don't know. The humans are gonna be scared of me. Hercules, you're doing a great job being the shark ambassador. Yeah, thanks, Grandma. Well, I'm gonna get on the phone before I go live and see if the therapist is back. She wasn't there last week and I flipped out. You know, my therapist didn't even tell me that she wasn't gonna be there. I really hope when I call her, I could get some information. How can a therapist not be there? A therapist is supposed to be there. Hello? Yeah, this is Hercules the shark calling in. Yeah, is my therapist back? Do you know she went on vacation and didn't tell me? I had a meltdown last week because I found out she was gone on vacation. Is she coming back? Oh, really? Is that so? Okay. Well, why would she want to go do that? Okay, I'm sorry. I'll be quiet. I'll calm down. No, I don't want you to schedule me in for somebody else. Just please make sure I'm at the top of the list when she returns. Look, I'll do whatever I gotta do. If I could pay extra to get her to come back, yeah, okay, just pencil me in. No, don't pencil me in. Every time you people say you're gonna pencil me in, that's not very reassuring because that means you could just erase me out of the schedule and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, we couldn't book your appointment because something happened." You know what that something happened is? You guys erased me out of the appointment book. Please do not pencil me in. Schedule me in for the appointment. I really need to see my therapist. Look, I got a job to do. You know what? Don't hang up yet. Do you watch me on Fridays? I'm going to be on today on Fridays. Fish Fry Fridays. Hercules the Shark. Please, look, just watch me. Yeah. Okay, hello, okay, bye. Grandma, yeah, Hercules. The therapist didn't ditch me. The therapist is still on vacation and she'll be returning next week. I don't know why she didn't tell me she was leaving, but you guys, I was just so scared, Graham and my bro. I thought she didn't like me anymore. I thought maybe I scared her. So, that's some good news I'm going to tell the people when I go live today on the internet. No, I haven't started going live yet. No, I know full well what I'm doing. I'll have to tell them when I get on how my walk went. Graham. Yeah, can I have 2 eggs with that, bro? Yeah, 2 eggs, 3 pieces of toast, heavy on the jelly. Yeah, I left the back door unlocked because our neighbors are coming in. You're gonna fix the breakfast. Graham isn't lifting a finger. I gotta go. I've got people to entertain. What's going on down in these comments? The show is already starting. What's going on? I'm Hercules the Shark, back by popular demand. Welcome to Fish Fry Fridays, episode 33. I'm your host, Hercules the Shark, and I hope you all are doing great. I've got some fabulous news, but before we start the fabulous news, let's go on and start the song. Oh, this is the shark. This is my show. This is my show. This is the shark. Moo, moo, bark, bark, moo, moo, bark, bark. This is the shark. This is my show. This is the show. This is the shark. Moo, moo, bark, bark, moo, moo, bark, bark. Yeah, feel the love. Can you feel the love tonight? Like Simba. Hey, bro, can you turn that light off? It's bothering me. Turn that top light off. Good mercy, I don't know why my brother's got that light on like that. It's too bright. It's like, I don't want it to be that bright. It's making me feel like I'm on the Hollywood stage or something. Hercules, bro, you're live already. What do you mean, Hercules, bro, you're live already? I'm live when I say I'm live. I'm live when I press go. What's wrong with you people? Are you trying to tell me how to do my job? I know when I'm live. My button comes up and says go, and you press live, and it says Hercules, you're live. I'm gonna let that slide. Hercules, you're live, bro. What are you talking about? What else have you said in these comments? What are you gonna? Hercules, you're live, bro. Well, for those of you who are just coming in, I want to say welcome to Hercules the Shark. Today is March, and it's a Friday, and I know you're all here to be nosy and see what's going on in my life. I just got off the telephone, and you want to know something great? My therapist did not abandon me. My therapist is actually on vacation, and she'll be coming back next week. So I asked the secretary lady to please ink me in for the first appointment. She said she'll be able to do that because no one scheduled any appointments. I'm the only one right now who scheduled a therapy session. But you know what she told me that I didn't like? How come secretary people or people who hold our lives at a balance when it comes to scheduling, how come they're like oh, I'll pencil you in? Why would you pencil me in? I need that to be solidified. I need to be knowing that there's a guarantee that when I say, write me down for a therapy session, there's no way it's going to change. I asked her if she could please put that appointment down in ink pen so she don't go behind my back and start erasing stuff talking about, oh, I'm sorry, something came up and we cannot give you the appointment. Don't go penciling me in. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. What's happening? What's happening is you're live interacting with the shark underwater. Welcome in and listen to all my personal business. So anyways, my therapist is coming back next week, and I'm so happy about that. I don't know if I should tell her that I had a meltdown last week, guys. I think I'll just keep that between you and I. She doesn't need to know that I practically fell apart because I thought she was leaving me behind. I just don't have time for that. So, last week, it was the first day of spring as well, and I unfortunately asked you all, help me decide what to do for my first day of spring. I hope you guys are going to pick something a little more thrilling, entertaining, but since you voted for me to go for a old, tired, boring, bland walk, that's exactly what I did. I'm going to my therapist next week. I cannot go this week because she's still on vacation, but you were late to the show. I got scheduled in to see her next week. My therapist is on vacation, and boy, I wish she was here. But that's why I have you guys to lead me in the way I should go. Lead me in the way I should go, meaning last week, you guys voted for me to go for a walk. I didn't want to go for a walk. Who wants to go for a walk on the first day of spring? You know what I really wanted to do on my first day of spring? I wanted to be lazy in my hammock in my backyard, drink lemonade, drink Powerade, eat hot dogs, eat hamburgers, watch TV. But no, you were like, Hercules, bro, I think you should go for a walk. So I went for a walk, and no thanks to you guys, I almost got bit by a dog. Yeah. Way to go, team. So I'm walking out the driveway. I have my AirPods on. I have my playlist going to maximum capacity. High volume. Hercules, what about your ears? Look, I'm not worried about that right now. I'm just trying to adhere to what you guys said. Go for a walk, Hercules, on your first day of spring. So I'm going for a walk on my first day of spring. Went down the driveway. I made a left turn. Usually I always take a right. But when I pull out of my driveway and make a right turn, those stupid dolphins are on that side. And my dolphin neighbors are trash. So I didn't want to take a right turn. I was already upset that I had to go for a walk on the first day of spring. So I take a left turn. And I'm walking, and I'm like, I'm not just going to be walking to just be walking. I'm going to make sure when I'm walking somewhere, I'm going to have a destination, a point A and a point B. So I decided to go to the local Walgreens. Yes, we have a Walgreens here, for crying out loud. How else do you think we're going to get our shark medications? How else do you think the senior citizen sharks and the senior citizen fish are going to get their medication? So yeah, I decided to go to Walgreens for a walk, get some candy bars, some chips, some sodas, do something meaningful on the walk. But lo and behold, I'm walking, I'm minding my business. I'm about 2.5, maybe three blocks in, and then I hear a and I'm like, that cannot be my stomach. That's definitely not my stomach growling because I just ate something before I started to walk. I'm hearing and I'm like, I know it's not a dog. Surely it's not a dog. We live in a community where people mind their business and are responsible. I turn around and it's this big old dog behind me. Look, I'm a shark, okay? And I don't want to hurt animals. So I'm nervous because this dog's got big old teeth. They look bigger than mine. Maybe I'm over exaggerating. But I'm like, I'm unprepared. I'm not in my car. I just cannot drive off. The dog is off his leash and he's on my fins. So I'm running and I'm upset. and I'm fussing, and yeah, I'm cussing. But you guys didn't see me fussing and cussing, nor did you hear me fussing and cussing. I'm cussing everybody out who voted for me to go take a walk on the first day of spring. I didn't want to go for a walk on the first day of spring. Now I'm running for my life, hoping that this stupid dog won't bite my fins. This was supposed to be a peaceful day. I'm running. I swear I ran all the way to the drugstore. Ran into the store, and the dog was still out there barking. And I'm trying to catch my breath. I'm in Walgreens now, trying to catch my breath, leaning against the glass. I slid down the glass, and I'm like, oh, help me, help me. I'm tired. I'm out of breath. I know I hit the gym. You guys are wondering, Hercules, I thought you go to the gym every day. Yeah, I go to the gym every day. But life doesn't prepare you from running from a dog with too many teeth. And I didn't want to hurt the thing. That's why I ran for my life. I didn't want it to get me because my reflexes are Bruce Lee. I'm like, ka-chaw, 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 ka-chaw. I didn't want to do that. So I'm in Walgreens, grasping for air. I'm falling all out on the floor looking stupid. I'm upset that you guys told me to go for a stupid walk on the first day of spring. And here comes the manager. Is everything okay? I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at me. Look at the dog barking outside. Do it look like I'm okay? Really? Seriously? Does it look like I'm okay? Oh, oh, Hercules, calm down. Hercules, calm down. Oh, oh, oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Calm down. I just gotta tell you the story. Guys, I'm telling the story. I'm getting upset all over again. This is making me so upset. Okay, breathe. So the manager of Walgreens was like, dude, are you okay? I'm like, does it look like I'm okay? And then you know what he's gonna ask me? He's like, bro, is that your dog? Do you think a dog that's showing its teeth, practically foaming at the mouth, the eyes are red, do you think that that's anybody's dog? Look, I think you should lock the door because the door is going to open up and he's going to come in. The dog was right there, guys. The automatic door. So he locked the door. He called the animal control people. I want to say thanks for nothing, guys, for voting for me to go for a walk on the first day of spring. I almost got a chunk bitten out of my fin, all because you said I should go for a long walk like Jill Scott. Maybe I should have took her advice. You know in that song where Jill Scott was like, let's take a long walk around the park after dark. Maybe I should have just hopped in my truck on the first day of spring, drove to the park like Jill Scott recommended. But I wasn't gonna go to the park after dark. There's too many mosquitoes. But I should have just drove my truck to the park and took a walk there. You guys, I don't think I'll ever go for a walk again. But I can never say never. I refuse to let a dog put me in my place and get me paranoid. So just out of spite, just because I want to take a stand, just because I want to stand up for myself in the United Shark Front, perhaps after I eat my barbecue, I'll go for a walk. So you know what, guys? I think today, after I barbecue my first batch of food, eat my burger, I'm going to go back in that direction, stand up for myself, and not be a scaredy shark, and go for a walk again. I'd be darned if a dog gets me scared. All I have to do is use self-control so I won't Bruce Lee a karate chop it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm going to turn the negative into a positive. And you guys are going to watch me soar. You're going to watch me fly like an eagle. Now, who sung that song? Was it Sean Penn? Who in the world? Hercules Seal. It was a human man named Seal. Oh, I'm going to fly like an eagle like Seal. I'm going to fly like an eagle. Into the sea. What is the word? What are the words? Fly like an eagle. Let the spirit carry me. I'm gonna fly into the sea. Fly right into the future. Yeah, I'm gonna channel my inner seal. And I'm gonna fly like an eagle today. And I'm gonna go for that walk. What are you guys saying down in these comments? All I see is crying and laughing emojis. Well, if you're having a bad day, well, certainly you're in the right spot because you can clearly laugh at my pain. Laugh at my pain, you human people. Gather around the fish tank, tap on the glass, and laugh at all of my business. That's what you humans like to do. Watch misfortunate people have miserable lives so you can feel better about yourself. But that's okay. I'm shark enough to take it. What are you guys saying down in these comments? I'm going backwards. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji. You the one watching movies with popcorn while back. That's a basket head. Basket head is a basket head. Hercules, don't say that. Basket head comes on Wednesdays. Basket head watches movies in a tin can. Flying around in space. Watching movies and carrying on. So, yeah, I know what you're saying. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Good morning to you too. Hi, fan. Bam. Hi, I'm not a panda, you poor people. This goes back to my case in point that you guys are getting taught anything. There's somebody in the comments who called me a panda. Who is that? Wait a second. That better not be my Tarsus. What's going on with you? Why in the world would you call me a panda? Like I said, case in point. They don't teach you guys anything about sharks and under the water when you're going to school. Why are you people going to school? They're not even teaching you the fundamentals of underwater. The only fundamentals about underwater you humans know is, oh, I'm going to Red Lobster today. I'm going to participate in the crab fest. I'm going to go to a crab boil. Oh, get me a 2-piece tilapia basket with fish and some chips on the side and coleslaw. That's the only thing you know about the aquatic life. Besides that, you guys don't know anything about under the sea life. If anything, please watch Little Mermaid. At least you'll understand something what's going on in Little Mermaid. Disney, you did us a solid by putting out that Little Mermaid movie. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. Sing like Ariel. That's one thing about Disney Channel, The Little Mermaid. Educate yourselves. Gather around your TV sets or your cell phones or your tablets and watch The Little Mermaid, because pretty much what you see down there is what's going on. We have cars down here. I drive in the truck exactly. What else are you saying in these comments? This monologue off the top of the dome. If yes, it's impressive. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. This isn't improv. This is my reality. REALITY. This is my reality. And you're locked into Hercules the Shark. It's my life. I'm living it now or never. I gonna live forever. I just wanna live while I'm alive. No, this isn't improv. What's wrong with you people? Does social media really have you humans that brainwashed? You cannot tell the difference between reality and not reality. This is reality. You're locked in right now on Elay TV's platform, Fish Fry Fridays, and you're interacting and talking with an actual living, breathing shark under the water. Open up your minds, people. Is this monologue off the top of the dome? If yes, it's impressive, not gonna lie. This is my real life, bro. This is happening right now. What else are you saying? Monologue. Crying, laughing emojis, crying, laughing emojis, crying, laughing emojis. Well, I'm glad you can laugh. Yo, Mr. Shark, what's good? I'll tell you what's good. The fact that I'm going to be barbecuing today, and I'm unfortunately counting on you to pick the right side dish to go with my barbecue. I hope you guys don't pick coleslaw. I haven't read the survey yet, but I have a feeling that you guys are letting coleslaw win. Why in the world would you pick coleslaw? COLESLAW. Who's picking coleslaw? I'm getting ready to go into the comments, or should I say the survey, and see what you guys pick. And it better not be coleslaw. So I'm barbecuing for my family and friends today. Which dish should I have? We've got potato salad coming in at 43%, coleslaw coming at 14%. Oh, thank heavens. We've got baked beans coming in at 43%, and nobody voted for the green bean casserole. What a surprise. But we've got to fix that. We've got potato salad and baked beans coming in at a tie. Thank heavens no one chose coleslaw. What's wrong with you people? Coleslaw. Don't you think coleslaw should be spelled C-O-L-D instead of coleslaw? Cold slaw. What else are you saying in these comments? Laughing emojis. Can I have a tooth for a necklace? Certainly. You cannot have my tooth. Look, I'm going to the dentist this week to get my teeth sharpened. And I'm keeping all my teeth that come out because I've already promised this set of teeth to somebody else. If you feel like waiting, then you're going to have to wait till next year. But, you're gonna have to get your tooth necklace somewhere else, cause I promised all my teeth to be made into necklaces already. Thank you for asking. By the way, for those of you who don't know, I made a phone call conversation to my therapist. I chatted with my gram before I pressed live. I gotta get my teeth sharpened, and I was talking with my grandma Shark, and I'm like, look, people are already scared of me. So when I go to the dentist and get my teeth sharpened and polished up, will you guys be even more afraid of me? My teeth are going to be extra shinier. They're going to be extra polishier. And I don't want to scare you away. But look, I got to take care of my teeth. So just be advised that if you see me next week and my teeth are super turbo, even more sharper, don't worry, I'm not going to bite you. I don't need humans anymore. Nor do I simple. Well, I'm lost already. Well, I'm sorry you're lost already. That's because the public school system don't teach you guys nothing. Your teachers are supposed to tell you, look, boys and girls, every Friday, what is the assignment? Watch Hercules the Shark. You're supposed to be watching me every Friday. That's why you're lost. I'm so sorry that you're lost. Well, stick with me and I'll get you all up to speed. It's okay. We're sorry for laughing. At least someone cares about me. Bring back shark tooth necklaces. I already said what's going on with those shark tooth necklaces. And I'm not gonna repeat myself again. I'm sold out of shark tooth necklaces until this time next year. Look, if you want to wait for a tooth from me specifically, I can put you on the back order list and you'll just have to wait till the rest of my teeth come out next year. Hercules must be up in the caffeine. Oh, I did have a cup of coffee this morning, but that was behind the scenes when I was talking to my grandma. Stuff you guys didn't see. I got a cup of coffee this morning because I was trying to calm my nerves. I wanted to show grandma and my brother, and when I got on here, you'll find people that I'm a cool, calm, collected, reserved shark. And no other way to display those things I just said about myself is to get out here with a cup of coffee. Because you fancy schmancy human people like to sit in front of a fireplace in the summertime, wear fancy schmancy clothes and a top hat, and have a coffee and cross your legs slightly to look sophisticated and say, hello, blah blah blah. Look at me, look so fancy schmancy and powerful with my coffee while I sit in front of a super massive fireplace in the middle of the summertime. Yeah, sure, that looks intelligent, sitting in front of a blazing fireplace in hot clothes and a top hat, drinking hot coffee in the summertime, talking about, oh, look how smart I am, blah blah blah. Well, I'm the smartest shark around, so I'm glad you're locked in to Hercules the shark. So as I was saying, I'll get back to the comments in a little bit. I gotta get you informed on what else I have planned today. I told you I went for that walk and almost got bitten in the fan by a dog. I'm barbecuing today. It's my turn to barbecue, and I'll have you know, barbecuing, it gives me a peace of mind. So I'm just barbecuing the usual, guys. Nothing fancy schmancy. I'm gonna throw some dogs and birds on the grill, and I'm asking you, I'm counting on you guys to pick the side dish for me for the show. Another thing I want to talk about, you know, it's something about last week. I'm going to bring it up really quickly. Remember when I was fussing about how the local news people, they hired a whole bunch of young fish and stuff, and they're not doing a good job talking about the news? Well, I think maybe they took my advice, because this time they're having breaking news, and it's actually something that makes sense. They're not talking about breaking news. We've got a new store opening up in the community. Who cares about a new store opening up in the community? That's not breaking news. Breaking news is, oh, watch out for a 60-foot pothole. You don't want to go drive into that in the middle of the night. Oh, watch out because the power lines are down. You don't want to run into that. I'm like, what's wrong with you sharks? You're supposed to be telling us how to be safe out here while we're driving around in the middle of the night. Not all of the fish can see. I have pristine 20/20 vision. And I don't have to worry about driving into a crater in the middle of the night. Well, some of the sharks and other fish down here don't have the luxury. So the news people lately, I think they watch me, guys. They've been doing breaking news. And the breaking news was actually important. They were letting us know that for some odd reason, we're going to have this stupid thing called a rolling blackout. I'm like, what in the world is a rolling blackout? I've heard of Tina Turner rolling down the river, because my grandma's always playing music like that. My grandma really loves you humans, people's music from the past. So Grandma was playing Tina Turner, rolling down the river. But we had breaking news today, talking about some rolling blackout. I don't know what's going on in my town. We've got some weirdo factory miles away from us, so it's probably the factory doing something stupid, and it's gonna cause us to have a blackout. So I have to make sure I have enough batteries in my flashlight. I shouldn't even be having to do this, guys. We're not even 40 days into summer. We're not even 40 days into spring. And we've got the power plant already messing around and carrying on and causing us to lose power. Have you guys ever experienced stuff like that before? Never in my wildest dreams have I ever experienced something like this before. It's so absurd. What are you guys saying in these comments? Blah, 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 yaggity smaggity. We're not here to talk about basket head. We've already discussed basket head. Right on, if you want to fly around in the tin can on Wednesdays into space, eating popcorn and watching movies, have at it. You won't find me flying around up there. I don't know what's wrong with you people. Yeah, I'll stand 10 fins down, and I'm gonna stand 10 fins down. That dog is not gonna be the boss of me. I'm gonna go for a walk today after I eat my first burger. And I'm going to take a shark stand. I'm going to take a stand like Sharknado took a stand and tore up the town and messed up the people. I'm taking a united Sharknado stand. I'm going to go for a walk, and when and if I see that dog, I'm going to give it a piece of my mind and say, hey, who do you think you barking at? Mind your business. Where's your owner? Where's your collar? How about that? I know my rights. Oh boy, where else are we? Welcome to Fish Fry Fridays, baked beans. Look, I like baked beans. I'll definitely pick baked beans over coleslaw. How do you guys like your baked beans? Do you like your baked beans homemade? Or do you like going to the store, getting a couple of cans, and calling it a day? Look, I don't have time to be sitting around like Tina knows, spending 45 hours making gumbo. I'm just gonna go to the store and get a few cans of baked beans and call it a day. I'm not making no homemade baked beans. Why would I do that? I'm already barbecuing for everybody. Isn't that special enough? Crab legs. What are you talking about, crab legs? I'm going to assume that you like crab legs. At least you didn't say shark meat or shark burgers. Do sharks go to the Bahamas for vacation? Of course we go to the Bahamas for vacation. How do you think the Bahamas people get all their money? They try to say that they do all this tourism and all this vacation stuff for you humans. They say, oh, human people love to go to the Bahamas to get away from it all. Oh, human people go to the Bahamas to see the sights and the tropics and all the friendly people in the Bahamas. It's the sharks, guys. It's us who fuel the pockets of the Bahamas. You know how many sharks go to the Bahamas to get some rest and relaxation? Sharks have money too. Fish have money too. For example, King Triton. King Triton is a bazillionaire. What makes you think there aren't any other bazillionaire sharks and fishes under the water? We don't want to just stay in one spot. We go to the Bahamas, Bermuda, Jamaica. Oh, I want to take you to the la, blah, blah, blah. I want to take you to the Cocoa Bowl. That fancy schmancy song. Yeah, I go to the Bahamas. They love me over there. I'm the most kindest shark. I grow legs like Ariel. I walk on dry land. They're like, oh, Hercules, bro, come on back. What say you, man? Come on, Hercules the shark. We love you. You need to stay here with us. I'm like, I cannot stay there with y'all, but I'll definitely hang out with y'all. I love the people in the Bahamas. They're very hospitable and all that fancy schmancy stuff that you're supposed to be with being hospitable. Moving forward, I'm going to spend a little time chatting with you. My publicist and agent said, Hercules, you need to be more engaging when reading the comments. Don't just run off at the mouth. You gotta tell the people a little bit about yourself and get in the comments and read what they're saying, because they're just not typing for a reason. So which is why I'm telling you about my life and reading the comments. My agent and publicist was like, you need to get more involved. I thought I was getting involved by telling you guys all my personal business. I love you too. We had Sharknado awardees here yesterday. Oh, really? How's that going? I hope all is well with you and your Sharknado awardees. High of 77, low of 29. We humans are no match to almighty Hercules. Well, thank you for the compliment. I'm not gonna be competing with you. I'm trying to bring everybody together. Like I said, I want to bridge the gap between construction workers and sharks. I think if we work together as a united front, I could help you guys save money. You don't need to be having bandsaws, miter saws, and all the cutting devices where you could just simply hire a fleet of sharks. Our teeth are sharp, they're pointy, and they have great precision. So if you're on your construction sites building houses and your skyscrapers building skyscrapers, you can have us cut the pieces for you for a cheaper price. Our teeth are constantly getting sharpened, they're constantly growing. So if you just eliminate the power tools and just hire the sharks, we can stand together as a united front on the construction. You know, men sharks helping out men human. I really think this could be a movement, working together. Why don't you construction workers who I know who are listening to me in your AirPods while you're building bridges, building buildings, and building communities? I know you guys are listening to me because you want to listen to something manly while you're doing manly things. So why don't you get your construction guys to formulate and rally around me as I make this moment or this movement a reality? Construction workers and sharks unite. Save your money. Put down those power tools and hire sharks. Cut the costs. Moving forward, I'm going to read the survey and pray that no one's voting for I'm going to read the survey and pray that no one's voting for coleslaw. So, I'm barbecuing for my family and friends today. Which dish should I have? We've got potato salad coming in at a smooth 52%. Coleslaw is still stuck at 14%, thankfully. Thank you, guys. Thank you. We've got baked beans coming in at 33%. And to my surprise, nobody wants green bean casserole. What's so wrong with green bean casserole? No one's voted for green bean casserole. Yeah, construction workers, while you're kicking rocks. No, I'm not going to be kicking rocks. I have muscles. I go to the gym. I'm not going to be getting down in the nitty gritty with the human constructors. And I'm going to be cutting stuff up with my teeth. No, I'm not going to be standing around like some of these lazy sharks underwater, panhandling for money. Look, we've got some freeloader sharks and fish down here under the water. Or I stop my truck and give them a piece of my mind and tell them, if you don't go and get you a job and stop panhandling for money, I'm going to be working when I'm up there with you human people. I'm going to earn my keep. I like to work. Let's see, have you ever climbed a... No, I haven't climbed that... No. I haven't done that. There's no reason to, because if you give it a little bop, the bananas fall right down. So there's no point in doing that because I'm strong. So I just gotta go, pow! Bananas fall down and there you go. And I just take the bushel back with me. I just voted for green beans to throw off the pole. Let me check it out in here. You don't say. Look at that green bean casserole coming in at 5%. Hey, anything is better than coleslaw. I like green bean casserole. I'll probably make it anyways. Just because. Thank you for voting for green bean casserole. You never had. Well, there's still time to do as such. So, I'm going to have my neighbors come over for the barbecue. Like I said, we're going to have dogs and burgers. And then I'm waiting on you to vote for the side. My grandma's going to be here. And I intentionally took a long breath because I don't know if I want to say this or not. But I'm going to say it because I share everything else with you, for crying out loud. You're here to get the scoop on what's going on with your boy Hercules the shark. Look, my gram and her friends are coming over too. So the house is going to be a little bit more crowded than I planned for. So that means this brings me back to the picnic tables. Remember last year, guys, for those of you who were with me last year, during like my first and second, third, fourth, and fifth Hercules the shark, I ordered a whole bunch of picnic tables from the hardware store. Can you believe it's about that time? I'm going to have my brothers help me unpack the picnic tables that we ordered last year and open up the picnic tables already. I'm getting a little sentimental here because I cannot believe I've been on this platform for so long already. And if it wasn't for you cool people watching me, I wouldn't have been able to afford those picnic tables that I have in the shed. I'm going to pull out 3 picnic tables. My bros and I are going to set them up. It's going to be a warm, sunny day today, despite of us having a rolling blackout. We're going to have our candles, we're going to have our generators going, and the barbecue is still going to go on. I'm so thankful for those picnic tables because once upon a time I was thinking about just having the picnic tables to rent, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fully commit to this. And I I almost maxed out my charge card for those picnic tables. But I fully committed to those picnic tables. And I bought them all. And I'm glad I did. Because we're going to be setting them up today for our first ever cookout. Meaning the biggest one yet. Usually I try to wait for the summertime for those. But here we go. We're getting it started already in the spring for our first big backyard gathering. And I look forward to doing that, guys. I still had to share pictures of you and information of me going for my walk. I told you everything, but I didn't share pictures about how my walk went. I've fallen behind a little bit in my posting. My apologies. I mean, who wants to think about posting anything on YouTube after going for a walk on the first day of spring, getting almost bitten by a dog? That's the last thing on my mind. I thought you were a girl for sure. Elay is a girl, but she hired me, a male shark, for Fish Fry Fridays. I'm a boy shark. Elay is a girl. Nice observation. Oh yeah, we're gonna have plenty of ketchup and mustard. You're not having a family gathering if you don't have ketchup and mustard. What's wrong with you people? Oh, let's have a family cookout. Let's not bring the ketchup and let's not bring the mustard. What are you trying to do? Start some type of fight? We'll have to have security on guard because we're going to bring out our special hot sauce. And everybody knows just how good our hot sauce is. So we don't have security for the sharks and for the fish who are coming to the gathering. No, we hiring special security to protect the hot sauce at all costs. I'm going to go through my notes to make sure I didn't miss anything. Shaquille O'Neal may have one case of hot sauce, but Grandma and I put together another batch of hot sauce for today's gathering. I saw you in the comments talking about that, and I cannot believe you accidentally sent that case of hot sauce to Shaquille O'Neal. Look, Shaquille O'Neal and I are great friends. I'm friends with Shaquille O'Neal. I know there's some similarities. We're both gigantic. We're both popular. We both like to play basketball and eat lots of food. So I can understand probably how you got things mixed up. But come on, we cannot just keep letting things happen like that on here. We're losing money. We don't want to lose money. Hercules the shark does not like losing money. My publicist and agent said I should apologize for having a meltdown last Friday. When I found out my therapist was going on vacation. I mean, who's not gonna have a meltdown when you're having a situation happen and you want to talk to your therapist is like, just call me anytime at this number, come day or night. So I needed to speak to my therapist in that moment, come day or night, and my therapist went to voicemail talking about oh, I'm sorry, I'm out of the office on vacation. What the H? She didn't even give me a warning. Look, I think I'm handling the situation rather well. I've been carrying around my high blood pressure pills, but I haven't had to take them. So I think that's something my therapist will be absolutely proud of. I've got the bottle of high blood pressure pills right here on my desk. I have yet to open them and use them. So I think I'm managing my temper rather well. Okay? You and Shaq both have a shark bite. Yeah, we bite. If we bite a burger, it's gone in one bite. That's why I have to make so many burgers, guys. I mean, we've got a lot of people coming over today for my barbecue, the gathering. So I'm generous, so I have to make at least 8 to 10 burgers per shark, okay? I gotta make sure everybody's eating well. So you know how many pounds of hamburger that is? Look, that's why I work hard. I gotta pay for my barbecuing expenses. I have probably like 110 pounds of hamburger. My brother and my grandma are already helping me. My grandmother and my brothers are already in the kitchen helping me patty up the burgers into patties. So all I have to do is go out there and throw the burgers on the grill. They're pattying it up already. 110 pounds of hamburger, guys. I hope that's enough, but if not, we ordered a few cases of hot dogs. We have like 380 hot dogs to toss on the grill. I'm quite sure that'd be enough to go around for everybody. It sure is a lot of beef. But hey, you gotta pay the cost to be the boss. And I want to thank everybody before I get out of here for donating bottles of Aquafina. Look, keep bringing in the bottles of Aquafina, guys. We appreciate it. And some of you are even sending in Coca-Cola. I like Coca-Cola. So I'm going to be passing out the Coca-Cola to all my cool friends and family at the gathering today, so we don't have to worry about buying drinks. And I'll have you know, I already have the blue plastic cups. If you've seen my short, I found some perfect blue plastic cups at a local store in my community. Well, not a local store in my community. I had to drive miles out of the area to get them, but I made sure I bought plenty of blue plastic cups, so I don't need to buy any drinks. I don't need to buy any cups. So there we go. Thank you. You dope too. That's what you human people say. Thank you so much. 110 pounds, that's the size of one of us humans. Well, it's hamburger. Don't be alarmed. We don't eat people over here. We, cow meat and all that type of stuff. But the meat is already here, ready for grilling. So I'm going to end the poll and see which side dish you guys voted for. I'm BBQing for my family and friends today. Which dish should I have? Potato salad is ringing true at 50%. Let's go, cool people. Yeah, I'm here for potato salad. Just a second. I'm going to let my gram and bros know what you guys voted for. Because soon as I let them know, they're going to run out to the store and get everything we need. Gram? Hey, Grandma! Yeah, Hercules. Everybody voted. Oh, really? They've already voted? Yeah, Gram. They voted for potato salad. All right, yeah. Hey, guys, you just made Gram's day. Even Grandma is happy that you guys voted for potato salad. So my bros are getting ready to run to the store and get 37 pounds of potatoes and all the fixes to make this potato salad a potato salad. I want to thank all of you cool people for coming in and having a good time for a certain amount of time on Fish Fry Fridays. On Mondays, you get the cow. I'm under contractual obligation to tell the schedule. LA told me I better tell the schedule. So we're here Monday through Fridays, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Mondays, you get Morning Moo, Monday Motivational Madness, helping move, power move your work week. On Tuesdays, you get Cartoon Tuesdays. And LA talks about her favorite cartoon shows and animation on Tuesdays at 5 a.m. Wednesdays, you get Basket here for those of you who are adventurous to fly around in the mothership and watch movies in the dark all day with flashing lights. You're in for a treat. Wednesdays is Basket Head, where they have a movie watch and a laser show. Thursdays, which was yesterday, is Freestyle Thursdays with Elay TV. And who knows what she'll be talking about on Freestyle Thursdays. And the moment you've been waiting for. Who cares about the other programs? It's your boy Hercules the Shark, back by popular demand on Fish Fry Friday. Sing the song with me. Oh, this is the shark. This is my show. This is my show. This is the shark. Moo, moo, bark, bark. Moo, moo, bark, bark. This is the shark. This is my show. This is my show. This is the shark. Moo, moo, bark, bark. Moo, moo, bark, bark. Yeah! feel the power? Can you feel the love tonight like Simba and Lion King? I guarantee you, when you fellas hit the gym today and you sing the Hercules the Shark song, you're gonna feel powered up like Goku, Krillin, and Vegeta. When you go to the gym today to exercise, or when you're exercising at home, I encourage you to put on Hercules the Shark playlist, and it'll help you get through your exercise training, and you'll come out feeling stronger. Like I said, every time I go to the gym, every time I go to the gym, every time I go to the gym, I turn on every single TV set to Hercules the Shark, because that's how confident I am in me. What are you guys saying in these comments? I'm trying to get out of here. You guys are steady talking. What are you saying? This is the show. This is the moo moo bark bark. You better believe it. Those are the words. San Jose Sharks. Well, they seem like pretty friendly sharks. Welcome in, San Jose Sharks. I'm glad we're getting some of my fellow sharks coming to the conversation, intermingling with the humans. See, we are bringing worlds together. Who else can say they're bringing worlds together? I'm Hercules the Shark, and I'm bringing worlds together. The underwater world and the people world. I feel the power. Yes, you feel the power, bro. Feel the power, bro. And don't let no human man or human woman tell you you ain't strong. You are strong. You're strong like Hercules. You're strong. You're strong. You're strong like Hercules. I'm getting ready. Hey, it's Katy Perry, Shark. I don't know about all that. Last time I heard about Katy Perry, didn't she set herself on fire allegedly? What's going on with Katy Perry? Maybe I'll talk about her today on Fusion Fridays Music. You want to talk about, yeah, you're a firework. Literally. I'm your boy, Hercules the Shark, back by popular demand. Thank you guys for coming in. See you next week. Why isn't this camera starting? I want this camera to stop. Are you guys sabotaging this show? I literally pushed, see you guys next week. I pushed the X and the box didn't come up. I'm supposed to push the button and it says, are you sure you want to leave? And I'm supposed to say yes. The box didn't come up. YouTube, are you trying to tell me something? YouTube, are you trying to say, Hercules the Shark, bro, you're doing good. You just need to stay on here a few more minutes and interact with these people. They really love you. You're a vision for them. You're a force to be reckoned with. Hercules the Shark, they need you. They need more people like you. We need more Hercules. Hercules don't leave us. Okay. Look, I tried to get out of here, and it wouldn't even let me. Is you two trying to keep me in prison? Well, I don't remember signing no contract with YouTube. Talking about some, you stay here as long as we tell you to, because we're YouTube and we run things. I'm Hercules the Shark, and I run things on my own show. The box said, where are you going? Exactly. I don't know if I should be afraid or not. It's not letting me go anywhere, guys. I don't understand what's happening. The show must go on. Grandma, they're not letting me leave. I don't know what's going on. Friday the 13th is beyond us, so I cannot blame it on Friday the 13th. And I'm sure not blaming it on the alcoholic beverages like Jamie Foxx. The only thing I drink is water, sometimes, and Powerade and Coca-Cola and coffee. Let's blame it on the caffeine. We're gonna blame it on the caffeine. Oh, 24-hour stream. Look, you guys. If I'm going to do a Hercules the Shark 24-hour stream, I need to have my setup. I need to have plenty of food, plenty of drink. I'm going to need a wardrobe change, because I'm not going to be sitting around in the same clothes for 24 hours. Hercules, you really wear clothes. Look, I wear clothes when they grow legs like Ariel and walk on dry land. I'm wearing t-shirts and shark shorts and all the things that humans wear because you're supposed to blend in. When I grow legs like Ariel and I walk on dry land amongst you human people, half of you don't even recognize me. That's how incognito I am. I watch James Bond. I watch all the Mission Impossibles. What's going on, Tom Cruise? You taught me so much about being incognito. I know how to blend in, you know? So when I'm walking on dry land in my regular clothes and my flip-flops, you humans call them slides. I'm like, blah, 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 yaggity smaggity. I'm going to a McDonald's. I'm going to Burger King. I'm going to the humans' Walmart. And nobody even knows me. So I'm blending in great. You probably walked past me last summer and didn't even know. That's how great I am. I tell you, you can learn a lot by watching TV. So don't let your teacher tell you nothing else. Tell you stop watching TV. Get your head out of the clouds. Well, where else am I supposed to get my information from? Because teachers ain't teaching the way they used to. You want to know why? I've got thousands of people asking me questions every Friday about what's going on under the water. Do sharks really eat people? Do sharks drive cars? You guys, this is basic information that you're supposed to be knowing. Basic. I just don't understand. Look, I've got food to barbecue. I've got lives to change. I've got hands to shake. I've got people around the world who needs to get to know me. So I'm going to try to push this button one more time to see if YouTube will set me free. What's that song? If you love someone, set them free. Set them free. Oh, set me free. Set me free. Oh, set me free. When you love someone, when you love someone, set them free. Set me free. I'm going to try to close out this live stream again and see what happens. You guys, I cannot make this stuff up. This is actually happening. I'm going to try to close the stream, guys, to see if it gets me out of here or not. Just 1 second. I'm going to try it again. Bye, guys. Thanks for coming into the show. I'm your boy Hercules the Shark, back by popular demand. And you're locked in the Fish Fry Fridays. I'm going to try to end this stream again. Take 2. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes, I want to stop streaming. I better get out of here.